Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Gimpy Gamer 313. In this video we're going to start a new series playing Monster Energy Supercross 2. Guys, real quick before we get it underway, I want to say thank you to my viewers. If you're a first time viewer, be sure to subscribe. If you enjoy the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and share the video on social media. And we'll get the video underway in just a second. Here we have the loading screen. They're giving us a breakdown of the controls. We're going to be running in Texas Stadium. And this is really just going to be a tutorial to teach us the basics. And we'll get into creating our character in just a shortly after this. Not literally a second. Now, I never use the rear brake just simply because the dexterity in my hands. It's hard for me to grab the L2 button holding on to the controller. So I actually use the hand brake. Or I think it's the rear brake on here. And that's actually pressing the X button. Sometimes that works, other times it doesn't really work. Here we're starting to get our rhythm. We're doubling through this. Make that turn. We hit this straightaway into the whoops. Clear that jump. Double that. We don't clear that, but it doesn't mess us up too bad. Right, here I go wide on the turn to take the higher line to line me up to build speed for this section. Here they're telling me to perform a scrub. There, I try but realize I don't have enough time and don't get slowed down enough for that corner, which messes up our rhythm for that because we should have tripled that. One thing I'll say, this game compared to the first game in this series, it seems with each passing version of the game, the steering and all gets more sensitive. And bear in mind, I don't even have the realistic physics turned on at this point. But maybe that's something we'll try in a future entry. See there, I was weaving back and forth, just trying to get a feel for the controls. We overshoot that jump, but doesn't mess us up too bad. We overshoot that. Come up a little short on that. Take this turn. Hit this short straightaway into the rhythm section. Here they're showing me the flow where it shows where I should hit the jump. and I'm trying to do that to the best of my ability. There, we just got back in the gas too soon out of that corner. Okay, here they're turning the physics to advanced. So let's see how we do with that. There, I easily actually overshoot that jump, but it's not too bad. Come up a little short on that one. Carry too much speed in that corner and completely overshoot it. Here, I think I'm trying to figure out how to change the view. I'm not really sure exactly what I was trying to do at that point. There, I hit the rewind button, which that's a feature I really think they could do away with. Being able to rewind it and back up to keep you from making a mistake. I don't really like that concept in the game. But maybe that's because I spent several years racing motocross and like a more realistic interpretation. Although I will give props as far as the physics are concerned, this game is one of the best as far as realism, if not the best. There, I tried to go for the celebration. Didn't quite get it, but it's okay. Alright, we're going to move on to the next step. Okay, here we're back at the main menu. I'm just looking through the options. Here I'm going to go in and turn the music down so the videos don't get flagged for a copyright. There I'm looking to see how I can calibrate the controls to maybe change them to a layout I'm more familiar with. Okay, here we're going to go and create our custom rider that will be who we use through this series. Now I will say I do mess up and don't completely finish it at this point, but I do go back and change that later. But I think I'm going to let you guys skip all of this and you'll see our rider later in the video, although all of the details about him won't be correct initially. Yeah, guys, actually, take that back. It's not this version where the details of our character aren't correct. It's actually in Supercross, Monster Energy Supercross 3, which will be coming to the channel in the near future, so look for those videos as well. But it's that version of the game where all of the details of our character are not correct initially, not this version. So that's my mistake. There we go, 313. My same number as always. Okay, now we're going to pick the manufacturer we'll use for the 250 class. And if you watch my first Monster Energy Supercross series, you know I'm going to go with the KTM. Because when I raced in real life, that was actually the last brand of bike I ran. And I've always loved them. Okay, here we're setting our schedule leading up to the race. Round one's going to be at AT&T Stadium. And here we're going to try to complete these challenges. And we obviously failed. Here we're going to be trying some other challenge. I think we're going to be racing against someone else. Yeah, here we go. We're going to be racing against this guy. He's supposed to be one of our rivals. Go into that corner way too hot. Do okay with that jump. Overshoot that one. Overshoot that jump and actually go off track. Get back on track. Try to get back underway. He's obviously way ahead of us at this point. That turn was a lot tighter than I thought it was going to be. So I roll that jump. Come over the landing. Come up short with that jump. Yeah, see, he's 7.5 seconds ahead of us almost at this point. Now there, it seems like maybe we're making up a little bit of time, but not much. Yeah, we made up a few seconds, and we tried to cut the corner on that turn, and it didn't work. So most of the time we made up, we actually lost again. Here, I try to brake harder for that turn, but still miss it. He just went by us as we were coming down that section of the track. He was actually going through this section. We overshoot that landing again, go off track, but do my best to get back on track as quick as possible without it resetting us. There, I think I bumped a button and just pulled up the menu, and there I'm looking at the physics. Okay. Here I'm looking at the control options again, seeing if I can customize them to something I'm a little more familiar with. Okay, so the rear brake is X. That's what I normally use to brake in the corners, as opposed to hitting L2. And that's just simply due to the limited dexterity in my hands. There, I do better with that turn, but I believe I'm going to come up short on the landing. But that was also the end of the race. Okay guys, so that's going to do it for this video and the introduction to this series. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. If it's your first time coming to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. As always, links to all of my social media will be in the description below. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.